Right now on Hoosier News Source, what many believe to be the biggest college weekend occurred this past weekend. We have the results of who won the Little 500.
And did you receive strange calls or emails over the weekend? Find out the reason behind the IU Notify alerts.
And after a warm Wednesday, I'll have when a cold front will bring us warm rain and a look at the soggy weekend ahead. Hoosier News Source starts now.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Hoosier News Source. I'm Meredith Juliet.
And I'm Sierra Hignite.
It's referred to as the greatest college weekend. The Little 500 took place on Saturday, and Hoosier News Source reporter Lauren Becker attended the race and emphasizes the purpose behind this annual event.
Fans, riders, and competition filled the Bill Armstrong Stadium this past Saturday for the 67th annual Little 500 bike race. 33 teams competed for the winning title. After 200 laps, Black Key Bulls came out on top, finishing in 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 8 seconds.
We've been training all year for this. We've been doing hours indoors, hours outdoors, and just being together as brothers. We just love each other so incredibly. And just to go out and do it for us and do it for our supporters is just incredible.
Charlie says it was not until his last set when he realized his team could take the win.
And I brought it in and I just stared down, I couldn't watch. And I looked up and I heard someone behind me say we had a 10-second gap with 3 laps to go, and I was like, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it.
Taking second place was Grey Goat, finishing only 8 seconds behind the Black Key Bulls.
I'm standing here right now at the Bill Armstrong Stadium where thousands of fans are here supporting their teams. But what most people don't realize is the special meaning behind this annual event.
All the proceeds from ticket sales actually go straight back into student scholarships, which is incredible.
Ever since the Student Foundation started back in 1951, over $2 million have been raised to be given directly back to students.
I can't talk enough about what this organization does as far as professional leadership, philanthropic opportunity, and absolutely guaranteed lifelong friendships.
Besides from providing money to students, each semester $10,000 is awarded to student organizations working on philanthropic projects.
This is one of the most special things that you can be a part of at IU, and I can't even begin to describe how incredible it feels.
For Hoosier News Source, I'm Lauren Becker.
Moving to the women's race, 32 teams competed in the 30th Women's Little 500 on Friday. Hoosier News Source reporter Mackenzie Young went on to the infield to bring us the final results from the track.
Ladies, mount your Little 500 bicycles.
It's the words almost every IU student yearns to hear every April. The Little 500 weekend began Friday with what was sure to be an intense race. Just weeks before the event, Delta Gamma made headlines as their 2017 bike team broke the record for the fastest qualifying time since 2009. Shortly after the green flag was waved and the women began their 100 laps, it began to rain on the parade, but that didn't stop the women and their motivation to win the title.
Here at the Armstrong Stadium, bikers and their organization's excitement are at an all-time high as the Little 500 women's race comes down here.
With only one major accident occurring around laps 20 and 25, Delta Gamma held up their reputation battling between the first 5 spots for a majority of the first half of the race. Although the 4 riders put up a good fight, it was not the outcome that they had expected. For junior rider Rachel Brown, this is her first competitive race since joining Kappa Alpha Theta at the end of her freshman year.
It's an incredible feeling. It's something that I've imagined for myself for a long time, but to actually experience it is something completely different.
Not only did the team make their own history by winning the most races in the 30 runnings of the women's race, but one rider has a more special ending to celebrate.
I was not the one to complete the last lap. That was our incredible senior Grace Bennett, who, I think we're planning on having her do that for us. And that's because we had a lot of faith in her ability to.
Brown says it was the constant motivation and support of her coach, family, and alumni that helped the team be the best that they could out on that rainy track.
What you saw today was a product of a lot of work and not just 100 laps ridden very hard and strategically.
For Hoosier News Source, I'm Mackenzie Young.
Congratulations to the Kappa Alpha Theta and all of their riders who participated. For more information on the results and next year's race, visit the IU Student Foundation's website.
This year's Little 500 Grand Marshals were a little different than last year's. 2 Olympic swimmers on Team USA shook hands with this year's riders. IU alum Cody Miller, who has 2 medals from last summer's Olympics, shook hands with the male bikers. Current IU student Lily King, who has 2 gold medals from the Olympics, shook hands with the female riders. These athletes had big shoes to fill following last year's Marshall Bachelor star Ben Higgins. The Grand Marshals' duties include sending off the riders to start the race.
For the Theta and Black Key Bulls bikers, this is a Little 500 that they'll remember forever. But for 151 other people, they won't have such sweet memories. The total arrest and citation count for the Little 5 weekend is 151, and it's actually down from last year, if you can believe it. Police say that the most common charges from the weekend were from fake IDs, underage drinking, providing alcohol for minors, resisting arrest, and drug charges. The number is down from last year's 179 total. With Little 5 bringing in such large crowds, not everyone comes to town just to have a good time. Some come for the crowds. Students were alerted early Sunday morning about 2 separate attempted abductions. One man attempted to pull a woman into his car. After fighting him off, the woman did escape. And about half an hour later on Dunn Street, 3 men punched another woman to the ground when she refused to get in their Jeep. Though these events seem very similar, police believe they are unrelated. Both women are safe now, but the suspects are still at large. Police are looking for 3 white males in their 20s driving an older black Jeep Cherokee and a black male in his 20s driving a newer black Toyota. Coming up on Hoosier News Source, the weather is getting warmer and warmer. Sarah will bring you your weekly forecast ahead.
And want to hear all about how students celebrated IU Day? Get all of the info on what happened last Wednesday.
These stories and more coming up. Stay with us.
It's an honor to be here.
After suffering a season-ending injury in late March,
as you can see behind me,
Welcome back. The campus felt a little more spirited this past Wednesday. The second annual IU Day meant a lot of school spirit and cream and crimson on campus last week. IU Day is a worldwide celebration of Indiana University. The day is meant to promote engagement, university pride, and donor giving. A campus-themed scavenger hunt led students and alumni to different student booths around campus.
IU is so special to me. I feel like it's like my second home, or probably even my first home. It just feels like I'm supposed to be here, and being able to give back and be able to thank people who are giving to our school, it's something super important to me.
IU Day was trending on social media worldwide, reaching top 10 trending hashtags on Twitter. Well, Bloomington has enjoyed a nice start to this week, but Sarah joins us with when we can expect rain chances to go up. Sarah?
Thanks, Meredith. Yeah, there's no doubt Bloomington's been experiencing some beautiful weather these past couple days, and the trend is here to stay for Wednesday. So at around 4 p.m., temperatures will be pretty warm at 83 degrees, and then as we head into the evening, it'll start to cool down about 79 degrees Fahrenheit, and still warm at 73 degrees Fahrenheit at around 10 p.m. So as we head into Wednesday morning, a cold front will move through the area. So as you can see, the low pressure system is right around Chicago, and that'll bring colder temperatures and rain and storms to Bloomington as we head into Thursday morning. And unfortunately, we'll see more rain chances for your weekend forecast. So let's take a look at the potential rainfall for the upcoming week. So keep in mind, this is the total rain accumulation for the whole week, but most of this rain will accumulate over the weekend. So for Bloomington, we can expect around 4 to 5 inches of rain, which is pretty significant. Overall, we'll see several rain chances throughout our extended outlook that will lead to this high rainfall accumulation. So as you can see, Wednesday will be beautiful, as I said before. And then Thursday, as that low pressure system moves in, we'll be experiencing rain and colder temperatures. And this rain will persist throughout the weekend. And Monday will be the coldest day, unfortunately. But as we head into Tuesday, it'll start to warm up, which will be really nice. But unfortunately, the weekend will not be so nice. So if you're planning on doing anything, bring an umbrella.
That is very unfortunate to me because I'm having an engagement party on Saturday. That's supposed to be outside. So I hope that it clears up. Maybe just like
clearing up
from like 1 to 5. Could I get that?
Yeah, so I don't have an engagement party on Saturday, but I was planning to be outside with my cat Ziggy, and he has a new harness. We're trying the whole outside thing. So my plans too are also being negatively affected. Well,
come on, Mother Nature.
As this is our last episode of Hoosier News Source for this year, we are very excited to announce someone who's going to be very important in the coming weeks and months. Let's drum roll. Miss Lauren!
Yay!
Lauren will be our news director next year. She will oversee Hoosier News Source and What's Up Weekly. She's going to be a senior here, majoring in journalism, and we're so excited.
I'm so excited, and I'm very excited for next year. I have high hopes and big goals.
Oh, we'll be watching.
Please.
Well, you guys, since this is our last Hoosier News Source, we will go ahead and sign off for the last time. So, for the last time, I'm Sierra Hignite.
And I'm Meredith Juliet.
That's all we have for you this week, but tune in next year.
Woo!